I'm trying to find out why did they fight, who started the fight, how did it start.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Mr. Kyle.
Good morning.
Will you all please introduce yourselves?
We try to figure out what happened with the fight and how we can resolve the fight. Okay, so this is the talking piece, and it represents friend, like kindness and love, but friend love, you know?
But it's really not easy facing a person when you've caused some kind of harm to them. It's actually more difficult to speak to a person face to face and say, you know what, and take accountability. This is what I did, and I'm sorry. I apologize, and this is what I'm going to do to make it better.
What was the argument in between you and Colin? Yeah.
What happened at your perspective? Aiden, why don't you go first and choose your talking piece?
Well, so there was kind of a problem with me and Colin, and so Mel was defending him, and then I said, okay, I will stop messing around with him, and so I said, okay, and then he says, okay, just stop bothering him, and I said, I'm not bothering him right now, I'm away from him right now, and then after the lunch recess, we were almost to the gate to the hallway.
I think in my head I'm about to solve a conflict so the community could be better.
So what I heard was Mel was defending Colin, and because you and Colin were in an argument, and then you stopped arguing with him, and right before recess or break was over, Mel started punching you. Okay, Mel, what was your perspective?
I was kind of defending Colin, and I wouldn't have touched him if he didn't shove me before right before the bell rang for the end of break. I wouldn't have shoved him if he didn't shove me, but I was defending my friend Colin.
Who do you think got involved in this quarrel? Because
So what I heard is that he videotaped the fight and sent it to people in Australia. And then you think that he shouldn't have done that?
students count more because other students are probably more comfortable talking to students than teachers. And also it can help students who are mediators to think about what they could do to solve other problems as well, on their own. So who do you think got affected because of this conflict?
Ever since that fight and all the posting on the internet, what have you thought about ever since that happened?
So what has been the hardest for you guys since the fight?
It's about being honest, being open, respecting each other's space, listening, communicating. Just want students to be able to repair the harm that's been done, if there has been harm done.
I think we don't really need to be in any more conflict again, and I think we need to just kind of work it out.
I agree with him. I think we should work it out and just solve the problem.
Something that really impressed me with the two of you is that you both said we should work it out and not have any more conflicts. So how can you work it out? How can you make it right between the two of you? How can you work this out? I mean, you can say it, but what are your actions going to be towards each other to work this out?
I think our actions should be just move on with the past and do what we would normally do.
So you think you should just move on from this?
I agree with Mel. I think we should leave the past behind us and work on the present.
I feel really good, and I just wanted to say sorry to Aiden for touching him at all.
I feel a little bit less stressed than I was before, and I would like to say sorry to Mel that I pushed him.
You just got a glimpse of what a fight can be. there was no suspension. Parents were notified. So this does help out as far as with truancy, suspensions, having more students want to come to school, more students want to resolve conflicts, more students are coming to their peers or to me to say, hey, Mr. Kyle, like, we need a restorative mediation.
For being a mediator, I think I help the community and try to make it better.
Good job. Very impressive.